Boy, do we have a lot to uncover today. Florida-Georgia Line's drama finally getting exposed appears to be imminent, and right now it seems as though the details will be spilt by former member Brian Kelley. Just real quick before we get to the newest update for y'all, as we know, Brian Kelley and Tyler Hubbard from Florida-Georgia Line decided to split ways in the early part of 2022, just a couple of years ago. Now keep that in your mind, because as we go through the story for you today, that is going to be a little bit more important later on. Now in 2022, this is where the two began to focus on their solo careers. And prior to the split, fans speculated that the two were not really on good terms or seeing eye to eye anymore. This idea really gained traction after Tyler Hubbard unfollowed Brian Kelley amid the most recent presidential election featuring candidates Joe Biden and Donald Trump due to what seemed to be difference in opinion when it came to political ideologies, as well as the current state of affairs throughout the nation at that time. Now, Tyler Hubbard only briefly unfollowed Brian Kelley, and the air was seemingly cleared during an interview following these events on SiriusXM's podcast, Exit 209 with Storm Warren, where Tyler Hubbard explained why he unfollowed Brian Kelley. He shared, "I unfollowed BK for a few days while we were through this political, in the middle of this election and everything going on. And I even called him and told him, I said, hey buddy, I love you. And I love you a lot more in real life than on your stories right now. So that's why I'm unfollowing you. Nothing personal. I still love you. You're still my brother. I just didn't want to see it every time I opened Instagram. And so it wasn't a big deal." He continued and added, "Politics is created innately to divide. There's a right and a left, and there is no middle. There might be a middle, but ultimately politics is created for division. As it relates to politics, we might have different views or different sets of opinions or a different way we perceive our leaders, but ultimately we're a lot alike, and we think a lot alike. We both believe in God, and we both put our faith in him, and we know that he's in control over Donald Trump or Joe Biden. We're voting Jesus in our world and kind of trusting that he's in control and letting our risks come there." He went on to say, "Somebody sent me an article 2 days ago that me and BK were breaking up, and I thought, well, that's news to me. We're on great terms. We're feeling stronger than ever. We're loving and supporting each other through even all the chapters that we're in now, and are excited for the future. We can't wait to go on tour next year together." Kelley chimed in as well, where he added, "We were literally on a call yesterday, just showing up the last details of our record and working on getting some touring cities out here soon and a couple of announcements. And that came through in the middle of our team call. We're just like, well, that's interesting. We are on a phone call together right now talking about the future. So pretty interesting." Now, Tyler continued the conversation where he said, "The truth is, we have been in a 10-year relationship, a 10-year partnership, a 10-year commitment to each other. Yes, there have been hard times. It's not all sugar-coated. Me and BK have done work. We've went to therapy. We've sat with each other and wanting to kill each other at times. But by the end of it, we were hugging it out. Because we're brothers, and that's what brothers do. Brothers don't always get along. We've had moments where we want to kill each other, but a lot of it's out of love. We put that first and foremost. We know the importance of our relationship and how much love we have for each other. So we have worked over the years. We've worked to become stronger and stronger and stronger, and that's even through the hard times. It's made us stronger as friends and brothers and partners. So we're really thankful for it." Again, this interview was done in the year of 2020, and as we heard from both of them, it did appear that the two had a brotherly disagreement, but ultimately, as brothers do, they moved on and things were reconciled. So with all of this being said, let's now move into what we have for you today. In 2024, Florida-Georgia Line fans are again speculating that the beef was never really over following a string of social media posts from Brian Kelley recently, and needless to say, many are eager to hear what Kelley is about to say. And here it is. Just a few days ago, Brian Kelley posted a clip onto his Instagram teasing a new song, where he captioned the post with, "Volume up, airing out the past." Now within the clip, Brian Kelley says, "I've been quiet and I took the high road. The truth is I have a deep wound. After cranking some Hank, drinking some Jack, I have some truth to share. The next day, Kelley returned to Instagram with another clip of his new track, captioning this post with, "Doing what I've always done, healing through songs." And the lyrics in this clip, they're even more interesting. Kelley sings, "You've been throwing dirt on my name round this town like it ain't small, like your friends ain't my friends, and I wouldn't end up hearing it all." But wait, it gets even more interesting. Kelley shared a third clip of his new song where we learn that the title of it will be Kiss My Boots, and it will be out on March 6th, and it will also be going to radio. In the caption of this post, Kelley writes, "My mental health coach told me a couple of years ago," there it is, that couple of years ago, "as I was navigating through an extremely difficult, hurtful, and confusing time. The person with the highest emotional intelligence has the highest responsibility. So as hard as it was in those moments to take the high road, I took her advice and I sat back and ate my popcorn. Everyone processes differently. I went inward, and it all came out in a song. Now it's time for y'all to get your popcorn. Kiss My Boots is available Wednesday, March 6th. As I have already noted within the caption, he notes that it's a couple of years ago, which seemingly lines up with the timeline of events with FGL's split. Another thing to add here is that Brian Kelley and his wife appear to still be doing well. Brittany has even been posting comments to Brian Kelley's posts of this new song. I'm not really sure that they would be having that interaction on social media or as publicly as if these lyrics were for any trouble that they may have faced. So on the face of it all, it does look like there may have been more to this FGL story than we really knew, and Brian Kelley appears maybe to be ready to air it all out. I just want to say before I jump off here, Brian Kelley is really a great guy. He has really treated us so well here at CountryCast. He's taken the opportunity, made the time to interview with us when he didn't have to, etc. So y'all just be sure to check out Brian Kelley's new song, Kiss My Boots, which again comes out on March 6th. Until then, let us know your thoughts on this down below in the comments. As always, thank you all for tuning in here at CountryCast. That will be all for today's video.